2022, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Cards and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
2 yards left on second down from the 9.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
When the holding penalty sets him back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Cards go in nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. These two teams all tied after one. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Green. Can't do that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, McCullough, and he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On first down, Ramsey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On 2nd down now, McCullough. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Ramsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. McCullough. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Play fake. Murray. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson. McPherson up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Tua going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mills. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Tua, the final shot before half. This is caught. It's Kirk. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ramsey, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run on first down. It's Ramsey, and he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, McCullough. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. 38 yards, and the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 12, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Ramsey.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. McCullough. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They'll keep it on the ground. McCullough, and boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. McCullough, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll run on first down. McCullough, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
2nd and 11 now. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, McCullough. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. On 2nd down, McCullough, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, McCullough able to spin free, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And defensively they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't